who is primarily responsible for determining the market value of the home you want to buy? The short answer is depends on who is estimating it. There are three main ways to get the value of the home you want to buy estimated: by a listing agent, by a neutral agent, or by an appraiser. And the tricky thing is, all three are likely to have different estimations. In this video, we'll get into which way is the cheapest, which tends to be the most expensive in comparison with the market price, and what your own role is in determining the price. Generally, there are three main parties that may determine the market value of a home: the listing agent, a neutral agent, or your agent, or an appraiser. Now, what is the market price? Firstly, we need to find out what is the market value of the home, as we will be using it as a comparison. Wikipedia defines market value as the most probable price, in terms of money, which a property should bring in a competitive and open market under all conditions requisite to a fair sale, the buyer and seller each acting prudently and knowledgeably, and assuming the price is not affected by undue stimulus. You might be thinking this definition is a bit too specialized, so let us help explain it to you. A competitive and open market is one where anyone can buy and sell, and additionally, as mentioned in the definition, fair conditions must be applied, no corruption or theft. A prudent buyer implies someone who leaves no money on the table and does not lose out to other buyers in a competitive market, and is under no time or monetary pressure. Undue stimulus implies, at least when it comes to a property market, inappropriate use of influence or incentive from parties different than the buyer, such as pressure from family. In short, the market value is the ideal value of the house if the monetary value of all things included from walls to the roof, which would also account for their age and other influences. At the same time, the buyer would be deciding on his purchase alone, using only his mind, and the buyer and seller would be in equal power positions. In other words, ideal conditions can, unfortunately, never be met. However, the reason this all had to be explained, and the reason it is the perfect comparison tool, is that this is the ideal price of the house. The bigger the deviation from this amount, the more beware you should be. The buyer may be setting the price far too high because they think you will still pay it. It also means you're not getting the best deal, and therefore should instead look for other property, of course, only if you aren't willing to pay the price regardless.